Why am I talking about this dumb shit? Okay, let's talk about fucking the real dumb shit, which is Ricky Gervais attempting to do comedy, okay? But it's so hacky. It is so incredibly hacky to just like be like, trans people are bad and weird, okay? At this point, you're just farming. Like, the farm is open and you're just, you know, it's just so stupid. Put a trigger warning? Okay, dude, I said Ricky Gervais, okay? Trigger warning, Ricky Gervais. Calm down.
The old-fashioned women. Oh, God. You know, the ones with wombs. Oh. Those fucking dinosaurs. Oh. No, I love the new women. I know the new women. They're great, aren't they? You know, the new ones we've been seeing lately. The ones with beards and cocks. They're as good as... They're as good as gold. I love them.
Bro, if I look like this, I wouldn't be talking about the way women should look. I'm just saying. Like, you look like shit, dog. Why are you, like, what is going on? Like, what, do people just, like, forget who they're listening to? When, like, at a certain point, you just got to be like, okay, well, I don't look great. And that's the funniest part about fucking TERFs, okay? Is that TERFs, unironically, are not even having a mid-off. Like, 90% of the time, I'm not going to say it, but other trans people that are way funnier than me have pointed out that TERFs are on one, and it's very weird when they get together and have this conversation about like what women should look like, and then they don't fit in that category themselves. It's like Ben Shapiro talking about being a man, being a masculine man. It's like, bro, you literally, like, we are the same, okay? Side by side, when you put me next to Ben Shapiro and say those are both men, there, you understand that is, you know, that there's a broad range, okay? It is very broad what defines a man, what defines a male. So, you know, just because you're over here being like, haha, why are men not men anymore? I'm like, dude, you literally have not, your voice is still pre-puberty, and you can't grow a fucking beard. Calm down, okay? That is not wrong. There's nothing wrong with that. But like, I just, you know what I mean? Like, don't try to like shove. Wait, oh, he has an award-winning fitness app, Chris Hemsworth. Okay, don't try to shove like a neat little defined category of like what people should look like when you don't even fucking fit that. You know? You can make hacky jokes about women with beards, but the subject of men with tits is a little too close to home. Yeah. It's just like, stood up for Fetterman in my pub. Fuck these old white PA guys.
No, it's the old-fashioned with it. And now the old-fashioned, they go like, oh, they want to use our toilets. Why shouldn't they use your toilets? For ladies. They are ladies. Look at their pronouns. What about this person isn't a lady? Well, his penis. Her penis, you fucking bigot. What if he rapes me? What if she rapes you?
Yeah, that's what I'm always thinking. Yeah, definitely. It's just like this joke only lands when you have an entire fucking stadium full of transphobic people, okay? And he does have a full stadium full of transphobic people. It's not that hard. It's not that hard to fucking farm transphobes, all right? That's why Ricky Gervais is doing it. And half the fucking, you know, he's probably in Turf Island right now, filming this, so it's you know, a great place to do something like this. But it's just like, all of these jokes revolve around trans people being weird, okay? That's it. Like, trans people are weird. Aren't they odd? Aren't they odd? Aren't they weird? That's it. You're looking from the outside and basically just repeating that over and over again. And of course, the audience is like, yeah, bruv, at least our skews don't look like a shooting gallery, and yeah, trans people are fucking weird, mate. Like, and that's why they're laughing. You know what I mean? They're like, ho, whoa, this is funny. I too believe trans people are fucking weird, mate. That's it. That's what you're getting. You're getting fucking, you're getting like applause from a group of people that like just agree with you. Like you can 100% make funny jokes about trans people. Like, but you just need to know more about trans people. You need to not look at trans people as like fucking weirdos that need to go away, but instead just, you know, people just like you and me. Instead of otherizing trans people, if you were to learn more about the trans experience, and then you could make funny jokes about trans people. Plenty of trans posters on the internet do it all the time. It's so funny watching all these conservative shows do a 180 and pretend to care about women in order to be transphobic as if they weren't constantly shitting on women like a year ago. Yeah, I mean, they still hate women. Yeah. TERF means trans exclusionary radical feminists, like people who claim that they're radical, they're rad femmes, that believe that trans women are not women. But yeah. Don't make the fact that they're trans the butt of the joke. It's just like there's plenty to make fun of when you think about the trans experience. Okay, there's a lot going on. There's a lot of fucking stereotypes that you can point to and make fun of. Okay, I do it all the time when I talk about, like, you know, wearing programmer socks and you know, playing Hearts of Iron or numerous other things, right? And it is a dark experience as a consequence of like social norms, and how harrowing that experience of like gender confirmation must be. In that darkness, there's a lot of funny shit that happens. Okay, so, but that's like the funny thing in that situation is just like if you understand it a little bit, you don't have to be trans, but if you understand it a little bit, you can make jokes about trans people, which I do regularly, all the time, without coming across as like a fucking bigoted asshole who just like doesn't believe trans people or trans women or women or trans men or men. Like it's not that difficult as long as you understand the subject matter. And I'll give you, yeah, or exactly, like Mildred or Gertrude. Yeah, the joke you made about the trans person choosing Meredith as their name was great. Yeah. So that's it. That's my whole point. And if you don't understand it from the point of view of like trans people, like think about it from anything else. Like white guys making jokes about black people don't land in the same way and aren't as funny as Dave Chappelle making jokes about the black experience, right? Like, there's a reason for that. And that's because it's not coming from a place of understanding. It's coming from like, you know, pointing to it. There's also a reason why, for example, whenever fucking Bill Burr talks about the black experience or makes jokes about black people, it still comes from a place of understanding, a place of familiarity. Like, he can be way more thoughtful as a consequence of his like friendship with Patrice O'Neal and also his wife and whatnot, where he is capable of like making jokes that are not as they're just not coming from a place of like being like, yeah, black people are strange, right? Look at these stereotypes. Someone, yeah, that's okay, but not trans jokes. My favorite thing is when people just don't listen to what I'm saying. I mean, dude, you can continue being transphobic if you want, brother, okay? It seems like you lack the mental fortitude to comprehend words that are coming out of my mouth when I personally have described, like, of course there are jokes you can make about trans people. I make jokes about trans people all the time, and I just fucking rattled like a couple that and where the difference is like it comes from a place of understanding, okay? Rather than pointing to trans people and being like, look how weird they are, right? Look how different they are. The new thing is annoying too. Like, trans people aren't new. I know. But they'll come in here and literally be like, yeah, you can't make jokes about trans people. Blah, blah, blah. Like, no, you can. And plenty of people do. And Netflix will give you hundreds of millions of dollars, okay? But like, I care about jokes, okay? I care about jokes. I care about laughter. I care about humor. I know it's fucked up as a leftist to believe in these things, like believing in the top of the hour ad break coming at the top of every hour, okay? But then sometimes it's 16 minutes into the top of the hour and when the ad break comes. And then I tell you, like, you don't have to fucking see those ads. As long as you want a ad-free broadcasting experience, all you need to do is subscribe for $5 or for free with a Twitch Prime, right? Twitch Prime is free as long as you have an Amazon Prime account. You actually have LGBT friends and chatters to help educate you on what's appropriate and what's funny versus what hurts them. I mean, dude, I also know what hurts people's feelings because I'm not a fucking asshole. Like, constantly saying that like a trans woman is a fucking man and like misgendering them, like that's not funny. You're just like a dickhead. You know what I mean? It's only funny if you are in a room full of other dickheads and there are plenty of transphobic people that they'll give you like the I agree with you applause, okay? It's so overplayed. They have one fucking joke. It's always like attack helicopter, but like different variations of that. Just like the top of the hour ad break is one fucking note, you know? I'm always hitting that note. Here's the ad now. Thank you, Real D Mello, for the 10 gifted subs. It's also punching down. Like, they will always, like, these motherfuckers will always make it seem like there is, like, being trans automatically gives you, like, apparently a lot of fucking bona fides or whatever. Let's see.
Like being a stand-up comic. Because at first your aunt and uncle are like, I guess you're doing this now. But then in like 3 years, you're like, all right, I'll start telling people. So, my friend was talking about that trans Sports Illustrated model. You know what I'm talking about? He called me. He's like, dude, she's so hot, I can't even tell the difference. And I was like, yeah, I know you mean well, but that is a weird compliment to give a human. Like she's, I can't believe it's not butter or some shit. Being trans is a lot like.
There you go. Seth Green gets karma fucked on his bored ape. Yeah, I saw. I know. We'll cover that too. But yeah, who's that young comedian who dunked on Ricky about the trans stuff? I forget. We watched on stream. Yeah. You can punch down or up. It doesn't matter. It's comedy. You can. But it's just dog shit. There's a difference between there's a reason why all of the people that you refer to as like comedy greats, they were, with respect to their time and respect to the culture, with respect to like how people felt about certain civil liberties, certain sex, certain marginalized communities, those people were literally cutting edge. They were not fucking punching down. They were punching up. Why? Because punching down is easy. You're leaning towards the pre-existing social norms. That's easy. It's not funny. It's not cutting edge. It's not like actually new. It's not different. You're basically relying on every single person in that room already agreeing with you, okay? Don't cry when people complain that you punch down then. It's just so fucking stupid, the way that like people treat this subject matter. Especially when they come in here. I very clearly am a piece of shit edgelord, okay? I heard the FBI just uncovered a plot to assassinate Bush. I know. There's nothing different than like, what's the deal with airplane food? You know what I mean? There's nothing. This is just the edgier version of saying, what's the deal with airplane food? Okay? You're just saying, what's the deal with trans people? Ha! Right? That's what you're doing. And people are so preconditioned. People are so conditioned into saying, oh, you said a transphobic joke was bad. That must mean you're triggered. Like, I don't give a fuck. I'm not triggered at all. I'm not trans. Okay? Why the fuck would it personally it trigger me? Like, I don't care. It's just, I do get triggered from the perspective of like having people who like have made their bona fides on being like comedy legends or whatever. All these people that like I grew up with turning into fucking weirdos who can't shut the fuck up about cancel culture and can't shut the fuck up about trans people. You punch down on rad libs all the time, though? Yeah, I do. And it's fucking right, and it's awesome. I do love punching down on rad libs. If you're fucking rad lib and you're in here constantly going, me, oh, I can't believe you watched a video and you laughed at it when the video featured a semblance of violence. It's fucking unacceptable. Then suck my cock, okay? Also, I'm not even punching down in that circumstance. Like, rad libs are just fucking annoying. I'm punching directionally. What are you oppressed because you're like an annoying person? Yeah, well, sorry. Like, yeah. I love that. I love that motherfuckers would literally be like, sorry, my entire personality is that I'm fucking annoying. And if you point that out, that means you're attacking a marginalized person. Yeah, well, suck my dick, okay? You're annoying. Sorry. Sorry, I'm annoying. I can't help it. Why are you making fun of me? How is it punching down when Radlibs literally run America? Dude, Radlibs don't fucking run shit, dude. What are you talking about? Radlibs don't run anything. What are you, fucking Ricky Gervais over here? They have no power. They're just fucking annoying. That's it. Their superpower is literally being annoying. Wherever their voices will be heard. Sometimes they can get a corporation to like fucking fire someone. Sometimes they can get a brand to fire like a celebrity or some shit. But that's it. All they can do is like mass harassment, mass targeting on fucking Twitter. But it's hilarious because like they would literally spontaneously combust if they walked outside. So they live constantly in fear of their own lives, and all they have is like a little bit of fucking harassment power on the internet. Who gives a shit? You know what I mean? I'll sneeze on you and you'll fucking die. That's it. Not true, Sweaty. They got Walmart to stop selling Juneteenth ice cream. Yeah, James Acaster has like talked about this, but anyway, so Ricky Gervais is like talking about how like, oh, women, am I right? They have dicks now. Sick, dude. He fucking killed it. Chad has to stop linking bad James Acaster sets every time a comedian does a transphobic bit. Yeah, I didn't really like the James Acaster video last time I watched it, but maybe I didn't really give it a good old fucking college try. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I don't know if that bit is good or not. And but everybody loves posting this. And here's the other side, okay? Some of you are gonna get mad at me for this and be like, John Mulaney brought up Dave Chappelle as an opening act. Like John Mulaney, like we made John Mulaney's career. Like, you know, trans and queer teens made John Mulaney's career. And then all of a sudden he just dropped Dave Chappelle on us. Like, that's so triggering. And I know there were trans people in the audience. It's like, dude, come on. Like, yeah, fucking John Mulaney bringing out Dave Chappelle. Not great, okay? Especially if you're a trans person. It's like, it doesn't feel great that you're like literally now in a situation where like every single fucking person in the audience is laughing at like a transphobic person with transphobic jokes and whatnot. And you know, it's always dog shit too. Dave Chappelle's new sets, unfortunately, are not that great. I've listened to them over and over again. But like the idea that, you know, the idea that like you made John Mulaney's career and like he owes you something is kind of stupid. Like, yeah, Dave Chappelle, whether we like to admit it or not, is still real. D Mello. Thank you for the 100 gift of subs. Holy shit. Here's a big thank you for pulling me out of the conservative rabbit hole of YouTube. Saved my mind for really. Can't thank you enough. Jesus Christ, dude. God damn, dude.